Ooh, it's such a gentle sound to open with. Welcome to Open World Survival Podcast, episode 14 or 13? 13 or 14? I'll have to look. Gentlemen, do you recognize that console startup sound? I believe we all have this console.
Are you serious?
Did nobody hear it? Did I?
Yeah,
I heard it.
Okay.
But I don't recognize it at all.
Oh,
I
really?
heard it. It was the PS4.
PS4, right?
Yeah. Classic,
Yeah.
very soft startup sound. I thought very recognizable, but I also don't know how much everyone played PS4.
I mean, I played it a lot, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, the file was like 20 something seconds long, but I'm like, I know it's not that long, and I can only put 5 seconds in the soundboard. So
It
Did
has
it only-
a real. It does have a real long tail to it, of
Yeah.
like this noise, and I think the noise actually changes during the tail, and it gets a little bit louder. But it, honestly, it's been a long time. I haven't booted up the PS4 in a long time.
Did it only do it when you actually turned it on, or did it make that noise when you just came out of rest mode?
I think it did make the noise when you came out of rest.
I don't know. I didn't use rest much.
Yeah, I haven't played the PS4 in years either. That's just fully in the child's room now.
Well,
I
when
have
no
your
idea
when
where mine
when
is.
your Dom, when your daughter was over here last and she wanted to play that game, I didn't really explain. I didn't really say why we couldn't play that game, but I was thinking like, well, I think I got that through PS Plus, and I don't pay for that anymore, so I don't think I have access to that game anymore. But even if I do have access to that game, all the controllers are dead. And it's just like, but then I could, find chords. Can I find enough chords? And there were just so many aspects to it that I stayed silent while she was like,
I think
let's play that game.
I think that's
That was just-
too dangerous.
I just stayed silent as I ruminated on all the possibilities. I didn't say a word. And, everyone shot her down anyway without me chiming in.
These kids are so cordless and wireless. If you wired something to your PS4 in her hands, it might just be like that time my sister yanked your PlayStation 2 off the dresser. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, she did it to all of them. The 360 got thrown pretty much against the wall. Like, it was wild how she was able to kick, flying, running kick through a cord to throw that thing.
Ugh.
But it still works.
Quality. They don't make them like that anymore. So this is a Open World Survival Podcast. We're already ranting. We're already raving. We preempted this podcast with an old man rant about work schedules. I don't really have any food talk today, but I have a little bit to share about old man hobbies. Guys, I saw a YouTube video. We've talked about watching grass cutting videos and car detailing videos. I did see a YouTube video and I was like, oh man, that looks awesome. And it's just an old man doing an old man hobby. And it just piqued my interest. Fucking beekeeping.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I guess he is a beekeeper, but he was going to somebody's house and finding the queen and extracting honeycomb in a hive and relocating it. And I was like, oh, that looks awesome.
I don't want to bogart this, but I mean, it's probably been a while now, maybe 2 months ago almost. While I was working, and I'm driving through the parking lot, nearby. Dom, you would know the parking lot. I have my windows down, even though a little chilly, but I like the cold. Windows down, cruising through this parking lot, and as I go through it, I'm like, did I just drive through bees? That crossed my mind. Was like, was that bees? And I'm like, well, none like came in the truck. Whatever, I park, and I'm just like, nah, that probably wasn't bees. Because as I was approaching it, I could see stuff in the air, but I thought it was because this was like spring. Trees are just starting to like bloom, like stuff's happening. And I thought it was just some flower petals, just like just some petal action. But once I came through it, I was like, was that bees? And
Jesus.
I wasn't sure. Like none of them came in. I didn't like nothing happened to me, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. It probably wasn't bees. That's crazy. Literally, 3 weeks ago, my landscaper, he comes to the door to get his pay. I pay him, and he tells me a story about him being at the grocery store and there being a swarm of bees. And I'm like, oh my God, I drove through that.
You're the bee slayer. You disperse the swarm.
No, I didn't. The swarm had already been dispersed, so the bee person had already come. I missed the action. I drove through the remnants of a swarm of bees. Most of them had already like a beekeeper came, did his or her job. I don't know if they brought a queen or they caught a queen. I don't know what happened. Got most of them to go into the box, whatever all that's
Oh
called.
yeah, I saw this in the video. The box, they cut like a
Yeah,
hole in it and they get them quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Apparently, I missed all of that action, and I came right afterward. I drove through that parking lot and was just like, "Was that bees?" And I guess I guess not all the bees left, but I mean, pretty funny that you're interested in bees, because
Yeah, I think it's
I
gonna
have seen
be.
some of those videos. It is cool.
I think it's gonna be like one old man hobby is probably gonna pique my interest a week, and I'm gonna like, you know, I wonder if the algorithm is learning that, and it's like, okay, what are we gonna feed him next? Um,
What is the like the midlife crisis? Does the midlife crisis change from generation to generation and how it manifests,
well,
or
I
maybe not even how
think
it manifests, but
most
what it could be?
midlife crises now are managed by people starting podcasts and shit, right? Like,
Okay, touche.
uh,
Being involved in a podcast, yeah, that makes sense.
I do want to officially welcome a new member to the to this old man group. Old man Joey.
Mm,
You guys all know Joey, my dog. He is
mm,
officially an old
mm.
man now. He has high cholesterol.
Ooh.
No.
Yep, I had to go get some of that Hills Science diet. Had to go. got him some chews for his joints. He's 11 in people years, so 77 dog years. His grandfather lived to be 18 in people years, so I mean
Mm.
he's still active, but yep, a little bit of high cholesterol. Gotta get that down. One more thing to touch on before we get right to the Desert Island NES game draft. On Twitch for a little while over the holiday, when I actually had time to be on Twitch, I did some FIFA, some EAFC content, Newport County. Well, the season is coming to an end, and I didn't continue the series because that game is a piece of shit and the fucking menus don't even work right. But it was the menus that really did me in. Just like buggy, glitchy menus. I was like, I can't take this shit anymore. The season is winding down, and It's real close. There's 2 games left, and 5 teams are separated by 2 points, and 2 of those teams will not survive. And one of those teams is the reason I started that series, Newport County. So they're fighting for their life. Their last game of the season is against the team directly below them in the table. So it will essentially come down to a winner-take-all game to survive and not get relegated. So yeah, I'll probably put up like the table in post, the standings. Yeah, it's real tight. I'm real nervous. It could be a sad time for me after their last game. But yeah, let's no food talk today. You know, and we ranted pre-recording, so we're ready to get started.
We pre-gamed it.
Yeah, pre-gamed it. The only thing we got left to decide is, are we also taking a peripheral? This is something Pat posed when we
I would say an accessory.
Accessory. Okay. So we could do straight up 3 games and an accessory and just keep it 4 picks. Sort of like we did, 3 meal items and 1 sauce during the fast food combo. So I'm cool with that. 3 games and 1 accessory. Or if you say F accessories, we get 2 standard controllers for this NES situation. You can just take a 4th game. I think that's up to the drafter.
Ooh.
Do you find more value in a 4th game, but just a regular controller for all 4 games, or do you want a really specific game that will be enhanced by an accessory? I think that comes down to each drafter. You can take an accessory, or you could say, F it, I'm taking a 4th game.
It's a wild card.
Yeah, exactly. And we sort of had a pre-production meeting the other day with just 3 of us here, and we didn't discuss any of our thoughts about what we might pick, but it did come up that we all did have the thought of drafting games we've never played on the NES. And I think, Pat, your head was also at games that you never beat on the NES.
Yeah, which is a lot of them.
Yeah, most of them, because we played
the list of games you did beat is like 1 or 2.
Probably, yes.
2 probably, which is The Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2.
Okay.
I thought there'd be Punch Out in there for sure.
Nope, never beat Punch Out.
Man, we're already throwing some names on the board, man. We got to decide the draft order. People might be. Are these hints, or are these to throw people off the trail? I'd say we randomize 1 time. I assume this is the first console we all played. I could be wrong. Did anyone play a Atari or something prior?
I had an Atari, yeah.
Oh,
had an Atari.
We got some old heads in here, so.
All right. So I'm going to randomize twice. So, Dom Guidepile, Kev, Mystic, Pat. The next randomization is the official order. Oh, and I went from first to last. I went from first to worst.
I didn't even move.
Yeah, I think you 3 didn't move. It just switched me and Kev.
Yeah.
It's official.
God damn it. Fuck me again.
I mean,
This is just like the goddamn Cromartie High School.
Here's the thing. I was about to interject pretty hard and say, no, 2's not enough. You need to do 3 to 5. But we'll stick with this.
Man, I did.
God, so you guys, I wasn't even sure if to pick. There's so many games, especially for throwing in accessories. If people are actually going to pick accessories, I don't know how much. I could be completely wrong. I just don't know how much people are going to be stealing games here.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about just the steal. It's also about seeing what you guys would want.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is fun with a smaller pool of things to steal things. Even though there's so much anime, we did steal several things from each other.
That's a good point. There's just a massive amount of anime, and we did have overlap.
But yeah, Kev, you have the first pick in the Desert Island NES game draft. If this is your first time watching our draft or a draft from us, I stole this idea from Regulation Podcast. They draft things, and I like that concept. So if you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 games and accessory, or 4 games, would you want to be stuck with? What could you play for the rest of your time? So Kev, take it away.
So, as was just mentioned, there's a lot of games for the NES. There may be very little overlap overall. Obviously, the popular games may be in contention, but there's enough of those for that system that if somebody swipes one, there's a good chance you have 2 or 3 backups. And so, with that, I'm going to choose one that I believe may be on all your radars and that I don't want to miss out on. However, this one does not involve an accessory, nor is it an accessory in itself. I think the two I'm thinking of, are going to get snatched up pretty quick. I'm willing to let those go if I can get this one. And so with that, for the first pick in the Desert Island Nintendo Entertainment System game draft, I am going to choose Super Mario Bros. 3.
Mm-hmm.
That was on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't put it high on mine because I just assumed it would be stolen before I got to it. But yeah, it was on mine as well.
If I could get it, it would have been nice. But yeah, it was another one where it's like, I mean, everybody's got to have that in the back of their mind. I did, I'm just looking at a large list here. Many consider it the best game for the NES. So.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's definitely the top, yeah.
I never owned it.
What?
I only borrowed it and played it at friends' houses.
Wow.
I owned the original Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2. Never owned 3, much like you, Dom. It was always borrowed, rented, or played at another person's place.
Godpile, you're up next.
That's crazy. I just assumed everyone had that. Like even if, I don't know. I thought like some kind of almost like a tooth fairy type situation. Like it would just appear. Eventually, somehow, no matter how poor you are, it would somehow eventually appear in your house.
Probably not often pawned, so I probably never saw it at the pawn shop.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, does that show up? Even though it's so prevalent, does that show up at a pawn shop? Probably not that much. Okay. Yeah, good pick. Was on my list. Was not super high. I mean, it was pretty high, but not in the top 3. And this one, I'm not sure if I should go with my first pick. I don't know how many people are going to pick it, even though it is a major game. Everyone knows it. Everyone's played it. Maybe they played it on NES. Probably. I mean, they could have. They might not have. It's a big game. I feel like I got to take it though because the replayability and the music. I'm going with Tetris.
God damn it!
Oh.
I knew everything you were describing. Yep. I knew you were going to take it.
Oh. Yeah, I did not play it on NES. I played it on Game Boy. I had it on Game Boy. It was the game I played by far the most on Game Boy.
Man,
any long trip, I'm sitting in the back seat of the Dodge Caravan playing Tetris. That's what I'm doing. It was the only video game my mom would play. If I wasn't playing it, she'd turn around and be like, "Hey, are you not playing Tetris?" Like if I'm sitting in the backseat of the Dodge Caravan and I'm reading a comic book, "Hey, you playing right now?" "Oh, okay, here you go." My mom would actually play Tetris. Like that's the only video game I remember her ever even trying to play.
Wow.
It's everyone plays Tetris. It's just that good.
Man, I really wanted it.
Yeah.
As you were describing it, I knew it was gone.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, but same as you, replayability.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Pat.
I didn't have either one of those games on my list.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Not
Good.
shocking.
I never even considered Super Mario Brothers because I grew up, had it, beat it. Actually,
Sucked.
another one of the games I actually did beat. But I mean, I enjoy it. Like really good. The replayability of it is really good too.
Hmm?
Tetris. Yeah. Again, I didn't have that on NES. Had it on Game Boy. Um, but that was kind of like the game I would go to if I was just like had nothing else to do. And I don't know what I'm going to go with for my first pick. There's a lot of mine that I don't think you guys are going to pick, so I'm not like too worried about them. Uh,
Do it, dude. E.T. Do it. E.T. Yeah. Do it.
that was Atari.
Do it.
pick it for the NES game
Do
craft.
E.T. And they'd be like,
Uh,
this doesn't fit.
yep. I'm gonna go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade.
Damn it!
Oh, dang, we're fucking each other over.
That's a good one.
That was my next pick. I had that lined up.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's so, just like we were saying. So
That
many
was
games
that was the
already
one
fucked
that I
each
was
other.
most worried about. So yeah, that's the one I went with.
I never
Friendship
many-
over.
How many of you guys owned TMNT2?
I did not. I only own the first one.
I did not. Yeah, I had the first one.
I did not
The
own it either.
First one.
I
I had the first one, and because it was so difficult, I got angry and frustrated with it. I had to beg and plead my parents to get me the second one. Because they were like, you hated the first one. It made you so mad. And I was like, it's different. It's different.
And that brings us to Mystic. I never know what Mystic's going to take in any draft. I can
Yeah,
never, I can
no.
never predict
He's
where he's going to
throw
go, what
something
direction.
wild, some Japanese version.
I was gonna say he's like, this one's only technically a Famicom release, so
I mean, I've got some
Don't do it.
weird ones. If I mean,
Don't
I'm not
do
doing
it.
that for my first one.
Do
I
it.
mean,
Yeah,
no.
Do it.
don't do it.
Do it.
Take your accessory. Take your accessory first.
Yeah.
I am gonna have to go with Castlevania.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
see, I'm looking at this list, and I've already been fucked. So I was like, oh, I've never even played Castle. You know, the whole concept of taking games I've never played. But yeah, I've seen stuff about it and how good it is. Yeah.
I didn't have it. I felt like a number of the games that are going to come up today on this are games I only played because I'm a teacher's kid, and on teacher work days I would get dragged there to work because there was no one there to watch me, to leave me at home. And one of the teachers at the elementary school had an NES, and
I bet that was a cool teacher, right? That was a cool teacher.
yeah, it was
yeah.
a third grade teacher, and I would, just kind of meander around the school on a teacher work day, and hopefully I'm going to run into him. It was actually a guy, and hopefully he'd be like, "Hey, you can go play the NES." And a number of games that I didn't have, that I never had, I played there in his classroom. And I do think the first time I played Castlevania was on his NES.
So I now get back-to-back picks. I mean, I'm trying to think of like a well-rounded lineup of games.
Mm-hmm.
I was already thinking Tetris because it's like puzzle and replayable.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and go. It is a game I played, but not a game I never beat. I never owned it. I played this at my babysitter's until I was like, I think I was probably like 7, and my sister was probably like 8 or 9, and they let us watch Friday the 13th, and then my sister couldn't sleep for like a week, so then they were no longer our babysitter. I'm gonna take The Legend of Zelda.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm not. I played a lot of games I never owned on the NES at that babysitter. Top Gun, I played there. The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Double Dragon, I played there. Never beat any of those games, but
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
so yeah, I would like to. If I'm stuck on a desert island, I think I'm beating Zelda eventually. If I didn't,
How is
I wouldn't want to be
for,
rescued if I didn't beat it, because that would be
for you
like,
for you Zelda folks, because I am not a Zelda player. Um, there's not much like storyline. Is how deep is the plot? Like, is how
The
much?
storyline for the first two games was in the instruction booklet.
Right. Okay.
So
I also probably
Yeah.
couldn't read well enough to absorb all that back then. So yeah, I would get to enjoy the story now.
I didn't think about this. How old are we on this desert island?
Oh, current age.
Okay, current age, cool. I'm cool with Tetris. If we're talking about like when I'm a little kid, I don't know how cool I am with Tetris.
And I've got the like a RPG style game. Straight into my next pick. I think I need something more actiony. Maybe not
Mm.
not as long. I mean, it's no scat, but
Mm-hmm.
Contra.
Ooh.
Oh, I had that one.
Yeah. Oh, dang. Well, I don't know. Were you taking it next? Because your next.
I was
pick-
going to, yeah.
Oh man. I actually never played Contra on the NES. I played the Sega Genesis version, Contra Hardcore. So yeah, I'd like to, just.
Whoa. Is that different? Or what is that? I never played that.
I think it's just a sequel, different levels, stuff like that. Still
Okay.
like robot aliens and whatnot, and but yeah, Zelda for the story, the RPG, something you can
Yeah.
explore, new puzzles. Contra, what is it considered a shmup, shoot 'em up, or side scroller? So yeah, just something, pop that in, kill some things, and then not as committed in that type of game.
It is
Yeah, that was.
considered a run and gun.
Run and gun. Yeah.
I definitely played most of the Contra I did play was in that teacher's classroom. Actually, eventually after the fact, we got Contra at home, but we didn't have it back in the day. So most of my Contra playing was at school.
So we're back to Mystic. There have already been multiple thefts in this draft. So, what are you gonna take?
I am going to take one of the fun, stressful ones from my childhood. I'm going to pick Dig Dug.
Ooh.
Dig Dug. Never played this. What?
I never played it either.
What is Dig Dug?
It is.
You're Doug and you dig.
There are points on an island map, and then you go over and you select each one's, and it will connect the lines that it will drop parts of the island into the ocean. And there are enemies you got to avoid. You got to run around and try to kill all the enemies by just activating the little points on the map to create dividing lines to drop parts of the island into the ocean.
Oh, it sounds stressful. It sounds like
Very destructive.
So Dig Dug. Sounds like we don't have a lot of experience with that. Mystic again, the wild card.
Yeah, I mean it's a classic game. I've seen it
Yeah.
a little bit, but yeah, I never actually played it.
Okay. That brings us back to Pat. What are you gonna pair with TMNT 2?
I think I'm gonna try and maybe steal another one from Kev.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's all aimed to take his game.
I don't know if he has these on his list. There's more you can take as well, so it's not, But I'm gonna take Final Fantasy.
Ooh.
I figured there'd be like an RPG war. Like
I'm crossing it out. I'm crossing it out.
I also thought about
figured-
that. We've talked about enjoying, certain Final Fantasies. Final Fantasy VIII, I think, is both of our favorite, maybe. But I've never played the original. Is this the actual
My
first
favorite
one?
Yeah, the actual first one. My favorite's actually 9.
9. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I really like
Yeah.
9 as well. My favorite's 8. I probably go 8, 9, 7 as my top 3. But yeah, most people are not in that order. But yeah, Final Fantasy. I did consider it, but I went with Zelda as like.
But yeah, see, I was like, I can do Final Fantasy because I've played like a little bit, probably not the first one. Like I think 3 and maybe 4. I think 4 was still on the NES, but like not enough to even remember like the story or anything. So it's gonna be pretty new. It takes a little bit of time to beat it. And something you can put down and come back to later. But then also, if Kev did pick the first one, I could just pick 2 or 3.
I mean, it's possible I did play this at some point before I could read, and I just don't remember. So, that brings us to Godpile. I feel like if I can get by Godpile here and his next pick, I have a chance to get what I want. So Godpile, yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't think this next one's gonna be. I mean, it's a major game for some people, but my next pick, I was planning on sticking in the same vein with an RPG. I'm pretty sure the very first RPG that I ever played a decent amount of was Fallout 3. I am not a RPG guy until then. So this was more of a pick to let's get a story, a plot driven game that's substantial, that's long, just to give me some variety to my list here. I've never played this game. It goes by 2 names. In Japan, it was released as Dragon Warrior 4. In North America, it is Dragon Quest 4 Chapters of the Chosen. So whatever you want to call it.
I'm going to say Dragon Warrior 4 because that's what it is on the list I've got here. There's like 3 Dragon Warrior games in like the top 25 at this list I'm looking at. So yeah, these games are like well received.
Yeah. And this was just me, looking up stuff like what's an RPG. Let me get something that gives me a little bit of variety to my list. I wasn't an RPG guy back then. I'm barely an RPG guy now. I guess kinda am, but yeah. And let me get something that gives me a story. This one sounds cool. It has multiple chapters, and each chapter has a different main protagonist. It sounds like something I could possibly, if I wanted to play an old school RPG, maybe I could play that these days. So, did any of you guys ever play this?
No. When you said multiple titles, I was like, scat? No, I've never played any of the Dragon Warrior games.
Yeah, I think it's only the more modern stuff that it was ever on my radar. I didn't even know about these games back in the day. I never heard about any of this stuff. It wasn't until kind of they weren't even like fully RPGs in some of the more recent. I mean, they are, but different. But yeah, a little bit of variety to my list because I am weak in that realm.
That brings us to Kev. So you get 2 picks in a row now. And, I mean, As of yet, nobody has decided to take an accessory.
Yeah, I mean it. Accessory for a single game I'm thinking of, it is tempting. That would take up 2 slots though, and I could fill up that slot with another game. Um,
I
so
think. I hate to interrupt.
do
How
you?
close? Well, not that much. But how close are our islands to each other? Does someone need to pick one? Does one person need to pick a 4-person game, and another person need to take the 4-person controller accessory?
Like, are the islands close enough to land?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah. I mean,
I mean-
I'm not sharing my coconuts with Pat. I'm just saying.
Would
Yeah.
that no longer be a deserted island?
That's
I
true.
mean,
True.
if
It
we
didn't.
all
it wasn't- it-
landed.
It wasn't deserted island. It's desert island.
Okay, that is true. Yeah. But yeah, if we were all on the plane together, all
Mhm.
headed to Ibiza, and we crashed, and we each washed up on a separate island. But they're all pretty close, and we eventually figure that out. Like, hey, it's not big enough that we can all hang on. Like, because these islands are small.
maybe they're close enough we can hear how much fun each
Yeah.
other's having, but
Exactly.
they're shark infested, so we can't. The waters are shark infested, and we can't travel between. So whoever has the best draft is just gonna have the best time.
I'm just thinking that what's it called? The NES 4 score. I feel like Grimes should take the NES 4 score.
How many games were there that were 4 players?
I have no idea. I can't think of a single one. Is TMNT? Can they do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the arcade one, yes.
Oh yeah, that would make
But
sense. Compatible games, Gauntlet 2.
we had it,
Nintendo
and I don't
World
remember
Cup.
using it like
You
often.
had it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This says Bomberman 2 was compatible.
Didn't have that game.
Yes,
I had that game.
satellite.
But we're up to Kev. Kev, what are you gonna take? Are you gonna appease Godpile and take the 4 score?
Or satellite,
not-
as it was also called.
We do not negotiate with terrorists on my island. But no, okay. So no, I truly did have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 and Final Fantasy as part of my top games, as well as Legend of Zelda, as well as Tetris. So a lot of again, it's one of those. There's so many damn games for the system. Even if your top choices are snatched, you will have good alternatives. So Dom, you talk about a well-rounded selection, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the first sports game off the board,
Oh, okay.
and I am going to snatch up Tecmo Super Bowl.
You can't simulate games in that.
I can pretend. All right, I'm all alone. I'm in my head.
Can you put computer versus computer though?
You could, yeah.
He's just gonna be watching football on his island. He's gonna make some
I get
coconut mead.
triple the entertainment value.
Yeah, you're gonna make coconut mead and enjoy football on your island.
Insane. But it kind of works. Because if we ignore Kev, there's only 4 of us. And we can all get together and play with the NES 4 score. We're just going to have the time of our lives while he's watching football.
So you took the first sports game. You have another pick right now.
I kept my list to either games I owned or had played. Um, so I'm not venturing into territory that looks interesting, but I've never experienced myself. Um, so with that, we have our side scroller adventure. We have our sports game. For our third game, it's going to be kind of an odd one. It's one of the first NES games, and it's simply called Golf.
Golf.
It is the
I
progenitor to the modern golf games. Everything in that game has been iterated on and expanded upon. It's odd if you just look at golf. It not much has changed in the realm of golf games. Like they sort of set the template, and
Okay. Let's
it never
settle
went from there.
down. Let's settle down. I've never seen or played golf. The
I
game.
had this game.
I saw
Okay,
I saw
well,
some
maybe-
copies at the like vintage game store. I mentioned I stop at sometimes.
What was it like? If you buy a game, they give you golf for free, kind of a situation.
Well, I think it was one of those that came with the system.
I've never seen this, but I'm assuming what you're saying is pretty much like if I wanted the game Gun, I could then say it's the progenitor to all games with guns. Every game had a gun. If you pointed, you would kill. It's great.
Well, you've
I don't
got
need
the
your
next.
sass.
You got the next pick.
In my draft, okay.
I need to look up golf because this I've just never seen it. Nothing comes to mind when I hear that.
I'm
I don't
I'm
even
putting
know
a
what it
picture
looks
in the
like.
Discord.
Yeah, please.
I did enjoy playing a golf sim as like when we got like my first home computer. There was like a golf game along with that, and I did enjoy playing that.
So what's the I want to see what the graphics look like.
Is that Mario
Stand by,
playing
stand.
golf?
I know, right?
Yeah, it's like
Why they do like a
Mario-esque character.
Mario looking dude?
It's a legally distinct Mario.
Yes. Well, it's fine, Nintendo. They can use Mario.
Yeah, but they don't want to. They don't want to merge their things.
Yeah, I think I would get some entertainment out of this.
Oh yeah, I could see this being pretty replayable. Honestly, this is Tetris-like in a way.
Godpile, we're up to you. Should I just write in? Should I just write in 4 score?
We didn't decide how close our islands are.
I think we're not close enough to play together.
That's what's really tough. I didn't play other than Duck Hunt. I didn't play games with an accessory.
Yep, you don't have to take an accessory. You could just take 4 games.
See, I knew I was hoping someone would take something of mine to make my picks easier. I mean, I guess Super Mario Brothers 3 was on my list, so I guess that was taken. But I guess I'm gonna choose another game I didn't really play, but I played games like it. I'm gonna go with River City Ransom.
I was just looking at this on the list of top NES games, and I've never heard of this.
Really?
I've never heard of this
It's
game.
definitely one I'd heard of. I like the Double Dragon games. And at some point I heard that, oh well, they're not as good as River City Ransom. So I've always kind of wondered, just like, oh man, this River City Ransom must be good. And then in researching for this draft, it was, everyone seems to like River City Ransom, so
Okay.
yeah,
I mean,
that'll be a good little beat 'em up. I feel like it's a good variety to my picks, and yeah, it should be one that's fun to come back to.
cool. We're back to Pat.
I don't know how popular this game was or if any of you have ever heard of it, California Games.
I've
No,
heard
never.
of it, never played it.
I don't know.
I've never heard of this game.
Yeah, I don't.
It is
know
basically
this.
an X Games before the X Games.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I'm taking it for the replayability because there are like I can't remember how many like events or sports or whatever, but it's like surfing and like skateboarding and
Oh, yeah,
roller
yeah.
skating.
Did you have
BMX.
this game? Did you own this game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's
What?
like there's BMX. It looks like
Yeah.
cool. I've never heard of this, but yeah, this like I had a similar game, but it was like the Olympics.
So
But this
oh,
looks,
it
this
also
looks
had
better.
it also had get ready for this. It had hacky sack.
What the hell is this
Wow.
game?
I think
It
like
also it had like frisbee or something like that. Yeah, I think it had frisbee.
well, it looks like California Games 2 is on Steam. So, when is your birthday? Because I think
So,
Is it multiplayer?
I believe it was.
Oh, we should all got this on Steam and played this while we were doing this draft.
that'd be awesome. But yeah, California Games. Never heard of it. Looks cool. Looks like a game I would have enjoyed back in the day. That brings us back to Mystic.
It's like I'm gonna I gotta pick this one because just to throw something different in the mix. This game I played multiple times. Could never get past the first couple levels. It just drove me insane. I'm gonna pick Star Tropics.
Wait, why is that familiar?
I know it sounds familiar, but I picture nothing.
I've seen the artwork from the
The box. I feel
The
like I
box.
can picture the box, but not the game.
but yeah, I have no idea what the game looks like.
It looks like
Is it an RPG?
it looks like a desert island.
Yes.
On the front.
Well, at least mostly. So it was action adventure is what it's technically referred to as.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I guess that's true. You don't have a role. You're just the protagonist going through.
This is cool. I mean, this is cool too. Another game I've never heard of. I've never played. It's like as much as we've already stolen games from each other, and there's like sort of this core of great NES games. People are pulling up games I've never heard of and I've never played.
So California Games is 1 to 8 players, depending on the
man.
platform.
Oh,
wow.
So 2 people need to pick the whatchamacallit.
But I don't think it needed the Foursquare or
Oh, you just shared the controller. You passed one controller around.
yeah, so I think it was just like one person went at a time and you would pass it around.
That's cool.
Okay, so if I pick disinfectant wipes for my 4th pick, are our islands close enough?
Yeah, 2 cool looking games. I mean, 3. The last 4 picks I have not heard of or played.
I do want to hear a little something about Star Tropics. So Matt, you played a handful of times.
Yeah.
What's the hook?
I mean,
Why does it make your pick?
It's just one of those games that I remember, and is because I didn't have Zelda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this was my action adventure game that I had.
Okay.
Zelda filled the void later.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Interesting.
That might be why like Fallout 3 was a shock to me. I don't know if I ever had an RPG. It's not that like I didn't like RPGs. I don't think I ever really had access to one.
And now I'm going to round out my picks. So I'm either taking a 4th game or I'm going to take the first accessory. But for my 3rd pick, this is difficult because I didn't get Tetris, and I was really thinking I wanted Tetris.
Mhm.
And then I thought the only possible person who might take the game I have in mind was also Godpile, but he didn't take it. And it's a game that's been mentioned before, and I tried not to do that too much in the draft. But because I don't have Tetris, I'm going to take Excite Bike
Okay.
because I
Yeah.
never really got into the track creation. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't
Yeah.
even remember that until Excite Bike came up on the podcast last time. So I could play some Excite Bike, play the regular tracks, but then occupy my time designing my own tracks, covering every lane in nothing but mud, and just puttering around the track.
It is
Torture yourself.
it is time consuming because it's not super friendly as far as like, oh, are these two ramps at the perfect distance from each other? Let me go test it out. Nope, not at all. Let me go edit that. Okay, I've edited it. Let me go test it out. Nope, not at all. Like, yeah, it is infuriating.
See, but I do feel
What's
like enough
yeah.
time stranded on an island, eventually you're just gonna like have that down. Oh, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
going
yeah, yeah.
this
I
fast
agree.
when I hit this ramp that's at this angle. I need to put this one like this far away.
Yep.
And yeah, also just doing stupid stuff like impossible jumps that are just gonna make you just wipe out and eat shit every time you hit them. Could be fun. Um, I like the regular game, and also like I never got into the actual track creation. Um, and now for my last pick, um, I have some things in mind, and I'm just making a snap decision right now. When I didn't get Tetris, I immediately thought of Dr. Mario, but I think Excite Bike can fill that void. I think I'm going to take an accessory, and I'm just down to 2 accessories. I thought about trying to just take 2 accessories and being like, "Fuck y'all," but but then we didn't set those rules prior. Um, I'll just go ahead and let you know what I'm thinking. I never got a power glove as a kid. If I'm stuck on an island, maybe I just want a power glove just to wear and just to feel badass.
That's a good pick.
Um, other than the power glove, I could take I could take Rob. I could take Rob just to
Oh
have
yeah,
With
you
the
need
some.
some company.
robot?
Yeah, I could take
Just
Rob
a,
just to have some companionship on the island. It gets lonely.
I had one of
Well,
those too.
You did?
Little
Oh
robot.
my god,
can't
you're.
imagine what sand is gonna do to that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't work all that well.
I was gonna say it would be the same.
Right? Like that's why I'm
From the
hesitant.
videos I've seen, it would be the same.
See, that's why I'm hesitant to take Rob because it's like eventually he's gonna just be like Wilson. He's gonna just be like sitting there and like not working, and then when I try and get off the island, he's gonna float like sink to the bottom of the ocean. I'm gonna be like Rob,
I mean,
Rob. Um,
he pretty much just sat on a shelf for me and looked cool.
so I'm gonna take the power glove just so I can look awesome. And
Well, it's not just look awesome because I considered this. Accessories weren't on my radar at all until this came up the other night, and I was like, oh no, accessories. None of the games I'm thinking of need an accessory. But then I started thinking of practicality on the island. There's going to be certain tasks on the island where you're going to want gloves, and a power glove is superior to all gloves, I think. I'm pretty sure I didn't have a power glove, but in my mind, the power glove is the best glove.
uh, I just remember seeing ads for this as a kid and just being like, "Oh my god,
Yes.
that's so cool!"
God, comic books, man. I'm always going to fall back to comic books. In almost every conversation we have in this podcast, apparently, I'm going to talk about comic books because ads in comic books made the power glove look so cool, man.
And like,
I mean,
if
they
Rob
had an
just
entire movie to advertise.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, that's right. Um, so like, Rob's just gonna end up sitting there, you know. Even if the power glove doesn't work so well with the games I've chosen, I can still just put on the Power Glove and just like play pretend, like I'm just like punching Nazis or some shit. So I'm taking
When
Power
you're
Power
just
Glove.
foraging for food. Yeah, Power Glove.
Oh yeah, like if there's like maybe some game on my island, I'm just gonna like
Mm-hmm.
wrap up with this Power Glove and start throwing haymakers at some.
Well, maybe there's like you're foraging for like sea anemones, and they're all spiky and shit. You got that Power Glove. You're good to go.
I was gonna take a fourth game, but then I just always wanted a Power Glove. It was
Yeah.
something I
agree.
never achieved. I haven't even seen one in that classic game store. So,
Oh,
Mystic,
really?
what's up?
My classic game store has Power Glove.
Man, you had a
Not for
fucking Power
sale.
Glove. Your classic game store has a Power Glove. I can't. I'm like, where's my
Well,
Power Glove?
Patrick sold his Power Glove to his game store because he's got
I did not.
everything.
I did not have a Power Glove.
Ah.
Also,
Oh,
my
you
parents
had
did not
Rob. You had Rob,
buy
yeah.
those other things. They were given to us from family.
So it's an asterisk. Patrick's Rob had a Power Glove.
Mystic, this is your final pick.
And see, I debated on if I wanted to do an accessory, but it's like I had two accessories, but it's like I had the light gun, which if you don't get duck hunt, then you have to get both of them.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm not picking duck hunt. I mean, it's a nice game and all, but no.
But you could get the combo, the Mario with the
Duck
Duck
Hunt.
Hunt.
True,
Yeah.
which is what I got the starter. That's the starter that I got.
Yeah, so that's what I had as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, and then I had a joystick that you used to put the regular controller into the thing. It's like, and I have no idea why I had it. It's like I was going through the games trying to just like, well, which game would actually use this that I had? It was like I couldn't find a game, so it was like maybe someone just gave it to me. I don't remember ever using it. It was just cool. I remember trying to use it to play other games, and it was very difficult to use a joystick with buttons not the right direction. It was like this sucks.
Oh, you're like playing inverted on a joystick.
Well, no, it's vertical. The joystick is up at the top, and the A and B buttons are right below the stick.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
And little suction cups that you.
I feel like
Yeah.
Patrick, didn't you have some like some?
I had the advantage.
Yeah, but that's not what Matt's
Which is it?
describing, is it?
No, that's the advantage is the arcade.
I don't know what Matt's describing. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
I saw it on this.
Was this like a third party thing?
Okay.
So what are you gonna take, Mystic?
I'm gonna pick the one. I guess I'll do this because part of me wanted to pick Dr. Mario, just because that's
How similar is that to Tetris? I never played that.
It's just colored, so they're pills, and it's quote unquote Tetris, but there's only let you match up left and right essentially. It's like a Connect 3 Tetris smashed together.
Candy Crush.
It's probably close, yeah. But I think I'm gonna go with Mega Man.
Ooh, okay. The first one?
Yeah, the big one.
I want to say 6 just because I don't remember which one I had. I was never able to actually beat any of them that I have ever played. But it's like I figured you'll do 6 pick 6 because that's the oldest one or the newest one, so that you have a chance at it being better than the other ones. Mechanically speaking.
Yeah, good pick. Classic game. I've talked about it. It was one of the games back in the day. I liked Mario 2 because you could pick your character. I liked Mega Man because you could pick different levels to start out
All
at.
all six or these six Mega Man games are all listed in the top 100. Six being the lowest.
Oh well, great.
Oof.
The- it's Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, Mega Man,
Yeah,
Mega
I
Man
was thinking
4,
2 was the most popular.
5, and 6, coming in at number 85 out of 100. But yeah, Mega Man 6. That brings us to Pat, wrapping up your draft.
I know I'm the one that brought up the accessory thing.
You better pick one.
yeah, you put it in our minds, and then it's like, it'd be funny if you took 4 games. That's like 40 chess. He's like, I'm gonna get some idiot to take the Power Glove so I can get a 4th game. God damn it. I fell for the trap.
I'm going to tell you, my original thought with that was to take the Game Genie.
Yeah, I was just looking.
uh-huh.
I was just looking at, and I was like, oh yeah, Game Genie. That's an accessory. Yeah.
That was my plan. If I would have gotten Contra, I'd have taken the Game Genie,
Ooh.
just so that I could beat the game at least once.
Once before you starve.
But you know, as I've thought about it more and more, I'm like, do I want to use the Game Genie to help me beat these games faster, or do I want this to last longer so I
Yeah.
have more entertainment?
It's like the time is the point.
So I think I'm gonna go with the Advantage controller, which will it'll pair nicely with TMNT2. It can be used for the other ones.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to, hold the tiny little non-ergonomically designed NES controller.
Mm.
And if I'm playing for long periods of time, like my thumb's not gonna hurt from mashing those buttons.
That's part of the experience to me when
Mm.
I got the NES for Christmas, and opened it Christmas morning. Dad set it up, and before Christmas, like afternoon meal, I had blisters on both thumbs.
Oh wow.
I was just my little 4-year-old hands were just mashing those controller buttons, and then I remember just like crying and showing my thumbs to my my parents, and just like asking them to like wrap me up in some band-aids so I could keep playing.
Yep. I would use masking tape.
Okay.
That's what I did because I didn't want to tell anybody. So I was like, well, I don't want to like use up the band-aids or anything. So I would go sneak masking tape and wrap my thumbs in masking tape.
I think I
They'll
just
make you
started.
stop if you tell them.
Yeah, I think I just changed the
exactly.
angle of my thumbs.
Exactly.
I was just using the tips of my thumbs after that.
But also, in addition to that, you get turbo buttons. And
So I never knew about this damn thing until I knew Patrick. Like I was like, wait,
and you get slow. You get slow
NES
motion too.
had special like controllers and shit. I didn't know anything about this. When I saw these buttons, I was like, these are fake, right? They don't do anything. And it's just like, wait, they do stuff?
Oh yeah. So you can turn the turbo on, but then you can also adjust how fast you want the turbo button to go.
Oh man.
I remember being in like middle school and be like, I didn't know any of this stuff existed. This is crazy.
You also had the NES Max Pro, which was very similar, but had like I guess maybe a precursor to analog sticks, but it was just like this sliding piece of plastic that did not work well. And it also had turbo buttons as well, but you couldn't control them or adjust them, and it didn't have the slow button either. And the directional pad was awful.
That brings us to Godpile. Are you taking an accessory or are you taking a 4th game?
I mean, my gut is telling me to take a fourth game, because if I take an accessory, it's just for laughs. I have one in mind. I threw down some accessories onto my list just for laughs. Like the power glove. My laughs was just it was going to be so I could do stuff on the island, my desert island.
Ooh, if you take the light gun and somebody like comes on your island, you could like hide it under your shirt and pretend it's an actual gun.
John Jones somebody in a parking lot. What the hell? Okay,
with a wire hanging out.
me like stepping on it, tripping on it.
Did anyone ever bring their light gun to school as like a toy gun?
I don't think I ever took it to school, but I definitely like around the house. I would definitely play with it, not as an NES accessory, just as a cool gun.
I did not, but I don't remember if I was in kindergarten, first or second grade, but there was a kid who liked to wear cowboy boots and, kind of had that vibe. And one day he brought his light gun, like tucked in his belt.
Oh wait, he didn't have a holster though, even though he had cowboy stuff on?
Right.
Gotta have a holster.
I think
you
he probably
cowboy stuff on.
I think he probably snuck it out. But anyway.
Gotcha. Did you guys have the gray one or the orange one?
Orange. The orange one is I hate to break it to you, Godpile. I had the orange one. The gray one is the Nintendo one. The
gray one's the original. Yeah.
The orange one is a clone made by Dominator.
See, that doesn't make sense to me because it came with the Nintendo.
Yep.
Once I found out about that, many years later, I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. It came with the frickin' Nintendo. How's it third party? But, hold on. Okay, so, Kev, are you considering an accessory or a game?
I'm taking a game.
You're taking a game. So, do I want to take an accessory just to make Kev and Matt look like idiots? Is the question. To make them the minority, the idiot minority. That's the big. Okay, I think I gotta do it. I gotta join the crew. I gotta pick an accessory. I also had Game Genie on my list, but that's not memeable, really. So I think I gotta go with the power pad.
Yes, I was also looking at this.
So, while you guys are cold and wet, I'm gonna be dry under my power pad. I'll be dry and warm under my power pad.
See, I was thinking, even though DDR doesn't exist, I could put down the power pad and just pretend I'm playing DDR.
I mean, I guess I could try and play some Tetris with the power pad. I guess I could try and play them all with the power pad, but I think it would be more as a survival on the island. I think the power pad could help keep me dry. It could help keep me warm.
Could be a little cape for you.
Yeah, if I'm looking across the way and I see Dom having just a blast with his power glove, I could then go cape mode with my power pad and I could have a blast as well. Yeah, that's true.
I feel like the power pad might have been a good choice for Pat. I feel like it could be compatible with California games.
Oh, wow.
Being like,
I have no idea.
Skateboardy and surfing and stuff.
That's true.
It is not compatible.
Not compatible? Damn.
California Games. California Games is why I didn't take the Game Genie, because there are no codes for California Games.
The power pad is incompatible with everything.
There are 11 games that are compatible with it.
I'd love to hear.
Athletic World.
It's gonna be a bunch of shit we've never heard of.
Running stadium events, world class track meet, dance aerobics, jogging
Okay.
race,
That sounds cool.
Jogging
one
race.
one that I can't pronounce, Miro Jessican, released on Maze Epic Battle,
Oh,
Street
I see
Cop,
it. Myro Daisakusen. The Maze
Super
Epic
Team
Battle.
Games. Let's see, does this one have a translation? No. Okay, I'm just gonna skip over this one.
Well,
And this one too.
I'm glad somebody took it
Futsugeki.
because I was down to like Power Glove, Rob, and Power Pad, so I'm glad somebody took it. That brings us to our last pick. Kev, you said you're probably going game. I don't know if Godpile has swayed you.
Boo. Boo.
Oof. You guys already took all the good ones, so you know I'd set out wanting to make a kind of a well-rounded list.
Can I make a case for you?
Hold on. Let me just finish out real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on. So, but after Tecmo Super Bowl, looking at my list, like in terms of replayability, and just entertainment value, that kind of centered on another sports game. I'm thinking of taking a third sports game, but I will hear you out, Dom, as you attempt to
Okay.
convince me to take an accessory.
So
I'll give you a pass for a third sports game, only if it is one very specific sports game.
Okay.
So, to go along with Tecmo Super Bowl, because we know you like to sim football games, and you could set up, CPU versus CPU in Tecmo. There's something called
Okay.
the laser scope, and you could put this on your head, and you could really like cosplay as a coach. So you could be running CPU versus CPU Tecmo Super Bowl, and you could have your headset on. Maybe you could like take some fucking coconut husks and like make like a clipboard at some point, and just be like yelling at your players, and just talking shit to them, trying to get them hyped up to win the Super Bowl for you. You could look like John Madden out there with this thing on. I don't know that you need the eyepiece. You'd look kind of like a badass futuristic football coach. But at least with the mouthpiece and the earpieces, you would look like, a football coach. That's the only I don't know if that's enough to sway you from your fourth pick. What the fuck is this? Is this a mouse?
That's for golf.
Oh yeah.
That's for golf. Oh yeah.
I don't
feel like
I
golden.
have no
tee.
idea. I have no idea if it probably wouldn't work with the golf, but I just saw it.
Probably not.
I was like, I don't remember using that for golf. I didn't have it.
It's so grimy too.
It's the
So
only
depressing.
picture I could find.
This looks like
I'll be honest with you, Dom.
I also want Kev to consider also after Dom's pitch there. Also consider I'm gonna be wrapped in my Power Pad cape. You're gonna be looking across the islands, but they're all within. You can just see us. Dom's gonna be just being a badass with his power glove.
I'm gonna be doing martial arts katas with my power glove on.
Oh yeah. Remember that scene from Hot Rod with someone spraying oil on the dude on the beach? That's gonna be Dom.
Coconut oil.
And there's gonna be Patrick. 0 blisters on his thumbs. Just
Super comfortable.
yeah, so comfy. Kick back with his controller.
Practically a hand model.
Matt is gonna be in shambles on his island. Just a mess, looking like a wreck.
Thumbs to the bone.
Yeah, just exposed thumb bones. Gross. What?
I'm a highly trained professional.
There's no chance. No. There's no chance. He's going to be in shambles.
More to that.
We're gonna be up. We're on a tropical island. We're on a tropical island, but his thumbs are gonna look frostbitten.
I was just like, I mean, I played a lot of NES, but I was like, well, that was also, like 30 plus years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so now, what does Kev have going on his island?
I'm going to take the third sports game, guys. I'm going to take the third sports game.
What the fuck? He's just taking the same game over and over.
All right, and I think I don't know. This game I think was more popular on the Game Boy than it was on the NES. But to close things out, and I didn't plan for things to go this way, but this game has a lot of replay value. It's a lot of fun. It has a very unique aesthetic, and it has a bit of arcade quality to it, in the sense that you can do super shots, and that is Nintendo World Cup. It's going to be my fourth game.
Oh, okay. I believe this is a game that the Fourscore is compatible with, but he's gonna enjoy it alone.
We got to do the Japanese name.
Oh, what's the?
Oh wait, what's the Japanese name?
Deketsu High School Dodgeball Club Soccer Story.
So
Hell
Kev's
yeah.
just trying to take the longest pick trophy again. Is what's happening here.
I was like, how did that turn into Nintendo World Cup?
Very carefully.
Americans are dumb.
Well, I mean, I guess you couldn't tell because of the graphics. You couldn't tell if they were throwing or kicking. Probably.
That's true.
Yeah. Is this another one you could set up to have computer play computer?
I don't remember. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't remember.
I mean, I see what Kev's going for, if that is an option. I don't know if in golf you can just, like, not select a participant, but it's like he's creating, like, just sports viewing for himself on his island. He's going to throw on Tecmo Super Bowl. He's going to gather some bananas and coconuts. He's going to be kicking back.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
He's going to have a coconut cup, just chilling.
He is heavily relying on Super Mario Brothers 3, I think, with his list. Like,
I just think Kev's taking he's thinking about relaxing on his island. He'll play Super Mario now and then, but he's going to watch some football, watch some golf, watch some World Cup. I respect it. He's thematic. And that concludes the draft. Kev with Super Mario Brothers 3, Tecmo Super Bowl, Golf, and Nintendo World Cup. Godpile stole Tetris from me with his first pick. Dragon Warrior 4, River City Ransom, and the Power Pad. Great pick. Pat TMNT 2, Original Final Fantasy, California Games, and the Advantage Controller, Mystic, Castlevania, Dig Dug, Star Tropics, and Mega Man 6, viewed as the worst Mega Man on NES, but and I picked Legend of Zelda, Contra, Excite Bike, and the Power Glove. Yeah, I respect all the picks, all good ones, I think.
Do we have honorable mentions?
Oh, good call. Did anyone leave anything behind? I thought a lot about Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never owned it. Played it at I think I mentioned on a previous pod. Played it at a not even a babysitter's house. It was the kids that lived across the street from my grandparents. Second time shout out on this podcast. Names were Bong Bong and Reggie. But yeah, I played a lot of Punch Out there. Never beat it. I don't even think I got that far. I was real little. Yeah, I mean, some other things I considered got picked by y'all. But yeah, go ahead. Anybody?
Because I had Punch Out in the wings. I had Mahjong and Dr. Mario for time sinks.
Yeah, Dr. Mario.
Had Bomberman.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I wasn't thinking Dr. Mario, but when I didn't get Tetris, I immediately started thinking Dr. Mario. I thought of Kirby's Adventure.
Yeah, I had Kirby's Adventure on mine. I also had Galaga as a backup. And then just a game I love, I've mentioned it before. It was on one of our first podcasts. Love the game's replayability. Love the music. Twin Cobra.
Twin Cobra, right?
Yeah.
Right. Um,
I had Twin Cobra on my list too.
I didn't realize it was in the top 100, at least on this list I'm looking at. But I mentioned it on a very early podcast. Rygar, I considered Rygar.
Yeah.
Scat, of course, I considered Scat, but Contra is just objectively better.
So you chose Contra.
What the fuck? Cobra Triangle is in this top 100 list. I fucking hate that game. This list is completely unreliable. What were you gonna say, Pat? My bad.
Yeah, so you chose Contra, but did you consider Super C or Super Contra?
No.
Yeah, I think I definitely had more time in Super than
Oh no.
Contra.
Nah, like I mentioned, I never played any Contra on the NES. The first time I played Contra was the Sega Genesis. So now, if that's like just a super version of Contra, no, I didn't think of that at all. When you said TMNT2, I thought about Battletoads, but I wasn't really seriously considering Battletoads.
I did consider the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well, although everyone mentioned the game is ridiculously hard,
That underwater level still gives me anxiety.
which is the main one that made me think of the game Genie.
Oh
Well,
wow. Okay.
I have
Okay.
beaten. I've gotten past that part, but I don't remember how far.
And I considered it not because it's good or because I like it, because I don't. I considered taking Top Gun and a joystick because I thought I'll be able to beat it now. There'll be time now. But I also don't know the trick. You mentioned you watched a
There is a
YouTube
trick,
video.
yeah.
There's like just something you got to do. Like maybe I could figure it out. But
There's like a certain speed you have to be going,
Mm.
and like at a certain altitude, I think you can just like let go of the controller and don't touch it again, and it'll land.
But yeah, I did think about
okay.
that, but I also thought I'm on a desert island. This will drive me to insanity. So
Yeah. I did consider Rad Racer.
Okay.
Why does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Racing game. I mean, pretty much the only thing like you could pick between was like either Ferrari or an F1 car. And you would be racing against like, if I remember correctly, like if you were in the Ferrari, you passed like Volkswagen Beetles.
But yeah, I also just I was a very little child when we had the NES, and so I just like in my mind I don't have a huge log of games, and so yeah, I was heavily relying on looking at some stuff online and remembering Double Dragon just for nostalgia.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Desert Island NES game draft. 3 of us took accessories. I believe this is episode 14. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. We'll see.
There's 13 on the YouTube page.
Okay. So this is 14. Yeah. So I messed that up at the beginning. Whatever. Yeah. Thanks for listening. If you listen this long, I think you made a good decision because this was a good list. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. What are some games you'd take with you? Would you take some of these? Did we miss any bangers that you enjoy for the Nintendo Entertainment System? What's your favorite accessory? Yeah, have a good one.
Later.
Bye.